grow up on the streets, you start thinking you're invincible. Nothing can touch you. You never really lose. Go to arrest some freak, find out you aren't as invincible as you thought.
Ronan O'Connor actually grew up as a thief. His parents were both criminals, but he eventually met Julia, who you saw in the demo today, and she changed his life. Ronan wanted to go straight as a result of that. He wanted to turn his life around because she couldn't be a part of his life if he didn't do that. He wears these tattoos as reminders of where he came from and who he is. He never wants to forget that. And as a result, over the years, he's covered himself in these basically memories of the decisions he's made and what it's cost him in some instances. Julia's brother Rex, who you've seen if you played the demo today, actually pulled some strings in the Salem PD and got Ronan a position on the force. This is a really interesting turn of events for him because he experiences crime on both sides of the law now. As a criminal in his youth and now as a police officer, it gives him a really interesting perspective on the nature of criminals and their psychology and how to bring them to justice.
Get back! Get back here!
A couple of things that we're doing is we're adding subsurface scattering to all the character NPC, all the character models. We're also doing some higher resolution textures, some higher density shadow maps, things of that nature. So I'm not like a true technical guy, so I can't. I don't know that I can answer all the details about that. But we are trying to take advantage of some of the more performance abilities that the new platforms have.
Do me a favor, con man. Tell Julia I miss her.
She knows, Rex. She knows.
We do have enemy encounters in the game, and the goal is that hopefully you won't expect them. Now, in the demo we have today, where we sort of introduce the spirits, the demons, so we sort of telegraph their arrival. But it's important because we need the player to understand how to interact with them and overcome them when they show up, right? But later in the game, once you have all of your abilities, the difficulty on those encounters are going to ramp up, and you're going to find yourself looking for more complicated strategies to overcome them and continue on your path to solve your own murder. The main goal is to be as sneaky as possible. If you just run up and try to take a demon on head first, he's going to kill you. These creatures are extremely powerful, and they can overcome a regular ghost without any trouble. So Ronan has to use his sort of awareness of the environment to his advantage. The spirits can't see you through the walls, right? But the advantage you have is that you can see them through the walls. You have an ability that allows you to get a sense of where they are on the other side of physical objects so that you can sneak around them and hopefully overcome them.
Why did you run?
It gets old, giving counsel to the new ones.
We want the player constantly thinking about the game, right? When you get into investigations, we want you thinking about those investigations. When you're encountering an evil spirit, we want you thinking about that, right? It's important to keep true to the essence of what the game is, which is this very cerebral, hopefully thought-provoking game where no matter what you're doing, you have to be thinking about your environment.
The book says that there's a murder happened right here.